it's quickly teaching your subconscious that it saw that threat, but look at the positive context. And as long as there's a positive context, then it's feeding through this sequence neutral or more positive impulses rather than impulses of threat. So again, it's not a positive mental attitude. It's not about reframing. It's not about willpower. It's not about suppression. You're training your subconscious the same way you would train an animal, just by repetition, doing it the way you want it to do it. You're doing it. That's why I said 6 weeks, 3 times a day. Do it with meals, 1 or 2 times per event. So, breakfast, you do it. Actually, I say 2 or 3 times. It takes you 30 seconds, 10 seconds to think of the negative experience, 2 seconds to flash on to the new one, and then bask in it for another 20 seconds. That's you can do 3 of those in a minute and a half. So that's it. The summary. Step 1, think of a bad experience. Step 2, quickly switch to the larger positive context. Step 3, let the bad experience fade into the presence of the larger positive context. This works. And then about a week and a half in, you'll start seeing changes, and then start doing it more intentionally as life throws you curves. Just start adopting it into your life, but keep doing the exercise for this 6 weeks. Here's the summary. You can take a shot of that screen. This is powerful. You do this and your triggering will drop. You will reduce your triggering. You'll reduce your stress responses. You'll reduce your fight or flight, and you'll be able to stay focused in attention, placing your attention on what's really important. So now we have this new stimulus response cycle. It's the positivity exercises now in there, and that handles the cognitive biases. So just by doing that, you're taking the cognitive biases largely out of play, because the heuristic is no longer there to keep you alive and dealing with threat. And then we have the reaction. I notice, you see, I have positive expectancy, benefits, gratitude, abundance, all is well. Isn't that a nice reaction to have? And now you're making an assessment with the thing in a much more resourceful state. And then the last one is emotional modulation. So sometimes you still will get triggered, right? You can still get triggered and end up over here. So we've got this potential for hijacking. And what we're going to do is, when that happens, and it should be very rare because of all these other steps we put in place. But remember, emotions you shouldn't be dwelling on them, should not be harboring. Don't let them turn into feelings. Don't make them turn into feelings by dwelling on it. The emotion should be passing through in 90 seconds.